It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. It says the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Right. And that candle is talking about is America, if I can find the scripture.
Yeah, that candle's talking about their power.
Come.
You know, their power is on the left-hand side, so that wickedness is going to be put out with them.
Genesis 15 and 7?
Yeah.
I think that's one of them, Genesis 11 and 38 too.
You bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up.
In Genesis chapter 15, in verse 7, and it says, and he said unto him, I am the Lord that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees.
Damn. Oh, man down. All right, no, that could be one. But right now, the era of the Chaldees, the light of the Chaldees, today is America, man. That's that beacon of light that the elites are looking and using to rule these nations with a continual stroke. All right, go back to the Job.
Yep. And also it goes into the where it says they light be darkness, their eye be single. That's what I'm too.
Let's get it.
So
What's that? Matthew 6.
It's fun because
Get that Matthew 6 real
I'm
quick.
just hold it.
You good?
No, I'll probably hold it. Again, I'm gonna hold it. It should.
Matthew
might
chapter
slip.
6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
And being single meaning to focus on one thing. Is America focused on one thing? No. Somebody get Habakkuk chapter 2. Let's get it going. All right. So now you focus on one thing. And one thing that America's focused on is world domination.
2 and what?
You can start it. One.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch
Son.
and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Right. That's why we got to stay focused on what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is telling us. We got to stay focused on His word, so we can give a report of what's going on this earth, so we can give a response, so we can go out here and prophesy. All right. Go ahead.
And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Right, so us writing the vision today is us doing these videos, these lessons, and coming out here and teaching. Well, how are we making it plain upon tables? We're making it plain enough for the believers to be able to understand and have an understanding of what's to come and prepare themselves for what's to come. All right? Yeah.
Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Right, so the vision is for an appointed time. So the Lord wants to make sure all of His elect know about that vision beforehand. All right, so that's why we gotta stand our watch and listen and wait for what the Lord is going to speak to us about. All right, and give an answer when we are reproved. Keep going.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Right. So no matter what people say, no matter how long it's taking, it's going to speak and not lie. They're going to know that we told the truth out here on the highways and byways. They're going to know that we're telling the truth when we're doing these lessons. They're going to know that we were making it plain from it. He said, then shall they know there was a prophet among them. All right? Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right. So you can't count slackness as some men count slackness. But the Lord is a God of patience and long suffering. So it might seem like it's taking a long time for some, but it's actually moving kind of quick. Real quick. Go ahead.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Right. So Esau's mindset is not righteous, man. Like his soul is that even though he's walking around as like you thinking he's an upright man, but he deals with unrighteous dealings, man. Everything he does is deceitful. Everything he does is for own personal gain, for wickedness, for lust. All right, go ahead.
Yet also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
Right, because he has all these nations confused, right, with the dollar, with America. That makes him proud and boastful. And right, and so to the point where the other nations like China was boasting with him. You know, go ahead.
Neither keepeth at home.
Boom. Neither keepeth at home. Keep going.
Who enlargeth his desires hell.
Does that sound like somebody with a single eye? No. Keep going.
And is as deaf and cannot be satisfied.
So if he had a single eye, we're satisfied. We have a single eye. We're satisfied with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We don't need anything else. We don't need any other way to fill any void, because any other void to fill is all carnal and vain. So if we're solidified, if we have one eye, then that satisfaction comes from believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and following his ways. Any other void you're trying to fill, you're not going to fill. It's going to lead you all the way to destruction. Go ahead. Just like America's being led to destruction. Go ahead.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Don't that sound like fun? Come on, everybody, come over here. Dwell in Babylon, where you can do wherever you want to. Serve however you want to serve. Worship however you want to serve. All right? Any type of things you want to deal with in America, you can do that. It doesn't matter. Come as you are. Just like how the Christian church tries to teach you. You know? That's how Babylon's being set up for its own destruction. It says, but though he transgresses by wine, this place was meant to distract the ones that were meant to be distracted. All right? To put them in a perverse mindset. So they won't be able to have their eyes signal. They won't be focused on the Lord. They'll be focused on everything else. All right? That was it. Somebody said, please up.
This is Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Right, the mother of, she's birthing all the abominations on the earth right here in America.
Yep, and causing 2/3 of our people to go off.
And willfully, like that's it. Though he transgresses by wine, that wine means confusion, man. You know?
Yep. Our homeland, Jerusalem, was supposed to birth out righteous people.
Right.
But America is set up to birth out what? Nothing but idol worshipers and devil worshipers.
That's it.
And abominations.
That's why the scripture said, "Get thee out of the midst of Babylon." Was that Jeremiah 50:6? I wanted to go back to that.
Okay.
But bring the priest. You can bring the priest up. Is it an interjection?
I'll kind of go.
Yeah. Go ahead.
This is Micah 2:10. It says to arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Right. This ain't our rest. So anytime void you're trying to use America to fill, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna keep looking for it like a junkie looking for that chicken, chasing that first high you got. You're never gonna catch it. That's why it says. Go ahead.
No, like sometimes you be in the hood, you'll see the crackhead. They be like looking on the ground, literally looking for a rock.
Right, because this place will have you like that spiritually, looking in odd places for for a substance that's not even there. Confusing. That's why this place is called Babylon, the place of confusion. It birthed confusion in this place. Go ahead.
It says because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Right, that pollution shall destroy you, man. You can't think you're so righteous that you can't get polluted by this place if you don't keep your eyes single and focused. All right, somebody still got that John? That Matthew 6? Yeah.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 23.
Right.
But if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness.
Full of darkness, man. And who's spreading that darkness all over the place, man? America. So you get caught up in that darkness if you don't keep your mind focused on your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, meaning single. You can't let your woman get in the way. You can't let your kids get in the way. You can't let nothing else interfere, because everything becomes a distraction when you're on that path. If they're not walking that path with you, they're nothing but a distraction to get you to look elsewhere. And guess what? If you're not looking where you're going, you're going to run into something or trip over something. You know? And this place was set up to give that type of distraction. Go ahead.
If therefore the light of that is indeed the darkness, how great is that darkness?
And then isn't Babylon the era of the Chaldees, the light of the Chaldees? Right? And that light is darkness and confusion. So it's so easy to get caught up in the midst of that. That's why the Lord said, get you out of the midst of Babylon, save every man his soul, man. Your spirit don't belong in this place. That's why ain't nothing coming out this place but the spirit. The flesh gonna stay right here and burn up with this place. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. Let's see what 6 got real quick. I'm talking 4. We fools accounted his life madness and to be without honor.
Right. So we come out here speaking against this place, right? What do they say? We teaching hate. We don't know what we're talking about, or that's your truth, or we bums. You'll find anything negative to discredit our character, but they can't touch the doctrine.
Then they go praise Trump.
Right. Right. And say he was the best president that ever had. Right? They'll do anything that they can to attack the flesh. But we're not attached to the flesh. Get it? See what I'm saying? They can't attack the spirit because the spirit, we hand them ass whoopings all day spiritually. But in the eyes of the foolish, they may seem to win because they talk louder, they overtalk us, they interrupt us, they got more money than us. So the outward appearance would seem that they know what they're talking about. But if you're not moving spiritually, you ain't going to be able to understand what the true men of the Lord are saying. Go ahead.
How is he numbered among the children of Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints?
Right, and that's what they're going to be saying because they don't expect anything righteous to come from us, right? Because we don't have that outward appearance. But the Lord judges the man's spirit, and guess what? His word is sharper than any two-edged sword, discerning the thoughts and the intents of man, cutting all the way to the past the bone marrow to the soul of a man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us. Instead, they got caught in the what?
In the darkness.
The shadow of the valley of the shadow of death.
Valley of the shadow of death.
That's America.
That's
That's their light.
And what that great light is darkness, man.
That's the valley of the shadow of death.
Turn.
Has
Whoa.
not-
Somebody get that that was it Psalms 23? Psalm 23, get it real quick. Go ahead.
I'm gonna pause on
You want to pause it? Okay.
You want any more from Habakkuk?
I got verse 7. Therefore have we erred in the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, and the Son of righteousness rose not upon us.
Because they erred from the way of truth. Somebody get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11, bro.
Right.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. Oh, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause, God shall send a delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they may all be damned who believe not in the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
That's it. They err from the way of truth. They have pleasure in lies of wickedness and darkness that has been displayed by this wicked ass place that we're in. That's the only purpose of this place. So anybody that wants to indulge in anything here, now we balance everything out. Like we go watch sports and shit sometimes and watch boxing matches and things like that. But anything outside of that could be defiling to the spirit, we got to make sure that we stay away from, because it's so easy to get caught up. And then once you get caught up, a lot of times that's it. A lot of times I think you be so far, because the crazy part of this wicked being in darkness, it'll have you thinking you're moving forward when you're actually going the wrong damn way because you can't see where you're going. You can't see where you're going. Go ahead. That was it. Or you want to wait for the 23 to come out?
I got something for you. Then you go with that, and I'm gonna go back to that.
Okay. All right.
So you get that 23 right after this.
All right.
I got that backwards.
Come.
1 Corinthians 7:31. They were just saying use the world, right?
Come.
And they that use this world, and you watch games and stuff here and there, as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away.
Right. Not abusing. Like, I go hang out in bars sometimes. They have one dude come ask my woman one time, like the woman I was with at that time, like, damn, does he have to talk about the Lord everywhere he go? We in the middle of the bar in the club, dancing music, boy. You know this place gonna be destroyed, right? I mean, that's how it is, though. That's how the lifestyle we have is. You begin to be a thorn in these people's side. So I don't get invited anywhere anymore, but I still show up to impose my will because I'm an asshole. That's the type of person that I am. I'm not gonna feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna make you feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna make wickedness feel uncomfortable. How about that? That's how it make darkness feel uncomfortable, because when the light comes in a dark room, the darkness gonna flee. All right?
Elder Tahar put out a long time ago. He said, if you're in this truth, you gotta be an asshole.
Right, man. Right. You gotta be a grunt.
All right.
The grunts. No hairlines.
Yeah.
Just working.
Just
Right,
working.
You gotta be a grunt though. You know what I'm saying? A grunt bears the whole brunt of the work.
Yeah.
You know, they keep their head down and just keep working, man.
Yeah.
All right.
We call them workhorses.
Workhorses, yeah. Wisdom of Solomon 5:7. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts, yea, where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, which is the way of truth, we have not known it.
Well, all right, so let's that's everybody that has that multiple eye, that evil eye. And the eye ain't single. All right? So now, but those whose eyes are single are going to be walking in them same places. But our path is going to be different. Somebody got it? Psalm 23.
This is Psalm chapter 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Right. The Lord, Yahweh Shai is our shepherd. We're not going to lack anything. All right? And he's going to lead us in the direction where we need to go. Go ahead.
He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
But didn't the elder just read this place is a wilderness? Meaning a desert? But we lying down in green pastures, though. In the same place that they in. Go ahead.
He leadeth me beside the still waters.
Uh-huh.
He restores my soul.
Boom. Because of the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai made, our soul is restored unto us, man. And we were looking at death and judgment until Yahweh Shai made that sacrifice. But our soul is restored unto us, right? Through his sacrifice. That's why I say, get ye out of the midst of Babylon, save every man his soul. Because that's the only thing. The flesh don't matter, just the spirit. Go ahead.
He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake.
For his name's sake. Go ahead. It ain't had nothing to do with what we did. It was a promise that he made to his friend Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and to his son, mainly his son Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Same darkness that was being explained in Wisdom of Solomon, right? They know we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, being America. Go ahead.
I will fear no evil, for thou art with me.
Because Yahweh is with us, man. We're not going to fear no evil because he didn't give us a spirit of fear. So there's nothing that we can't conquer. Go ahead.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Right. It's talking about the word, the scriptures. That's what comforts us.
The word and the spirit, right?
Good.
We got the word that he left here for us and the spirit to deal with us, to be able to understand that word.
On that note, somebody get Isaiah 34 and 16.
Yep, and that's what comforts us in this society, man.
And not only that, that's what brings us together.
Yeah, and no, he got
It's Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Right. It said his staff, his rod and his staff shall comfort us. Go ahead.
No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
So as we reading, we prophesying, right? And none of them gonna fail. Right? Keep going.
For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them.
Gather and comfort us. So we got the word and the spirit. That's what we have. Though we walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Go ahead.
Psalms 119 and 105.
And we're talking about being here in America.
Right.
All right? In the midst of where the fire is going to be. Go ahead.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
Meaning that's going to direct your path.
And a light unto my path. So yeah, that's the light that keeps us on the path. That's the light that guides us on the right path instead of being deceived by Esau's darkness.
Right.
You know, their light.
So that's having that single eye. So if your eye be single, your whole body shall be full of light. And that's beautiful in a dark place. What's the most important thing to have in a dark place? Light. Especially if the dark is the thick darkness that we see in here in America.
Yeah, keep it from falling in the ditch.
Come on. Go ahead.
Psalm chapter 54, verse 6. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name.
And how do we freely sacrifice now? Coming out here doing this work, all right, cutting ourselves off from sin and wickedness. That's how we freely sacrifice. We're sacrificing the flesh for the spirit to thrive. Because if you don't sacrifice the flesh, man, you're going to discomfort the spirit and you're going to be led down to the path of destruction. Go ahead.
Oh, Yahweh Shai, for it is good.
It's good. It's like he gave emphasis on that last one. It is good. Right. Because there's no good thing you can get out of this place. Nothing. Everything set up in this place is set up for us to go off.
Oh, I got one more.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. He shall reward evil unto my enemies and cut them off in thy truth.
Right. So that's how we're being separated. That's how 2/3 of our people are being cut off through the truth of the Lord, man. All right, where we was at? We was at yeah. Let's go back to that Job. So now you know we have the light in this dark place, and this dark place is for destruction. All right, but there's gonna be two little lights The Lord says, when I come, shall I find faith on the earth? Hell yeah. Because that's the only thing that's going to keep that light burning. That faith in the word is that oil. The word is the oil, right? And our faith is how we trim our lamp. Go ahead.
This is Job
Well,
8.
reading and studying is how we trim our lamp. Go ahead.
This is Job 18:5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out.
So that darkness is going to be put out, extinguished. I like that word, extinguished. That sounds like you would put it out forcefully.
You should have titled it that too.
Gone. Gone. Change.
Right,
Yeah. Gone. Go ahead.
It says, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him.
Right. His candle shall be put out with them, man. So America's that candle that the elites are using to put wickedness and darkness all over the whole earth, man. All right, it's crazy. I was watching the Powerpuff Girls with my kids, right? And the little devil thing with the little claw things, he had gotten to the mind of Bubbles. Got into the mind of Bubbles, right? And caused her to be blinded. Let's say they don't like put her in straight confusion. And I thought about it from that moment. I said that's the manipulating shit that Esau does. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, it's not like Esau comes up to us and does like, ooh, look at this, look. No, he does it so subtly. He does it with television. He does it with
Marketing.
with marketing, advertising. He does it with laws. That's a big one he does it too. He does it with influences on your children. Materialism, like
yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It's like materialism, like in that episode 2, that him had the like a walkie-talkie behind her doll, man. So she think it was something the doll was talking to her, man. So it's the same thing with the people, all right? They feel like, oh, this is a message from the universe or whatever the case may be. I need to do this or do that instead. Nah, man, that's you using your wicked conscience to do what you do, man.
Because Esau knows as long as he flashes it in your face, those thoughts are going to be there. Now they in your mind, but they don't become demonic until you put actions behind it. So you got to understand the deception that's being put out here. That's why at one point in time, certain things wouldn't even be allowed to be on television. But it's no holds bars right now. Because the devil has come down having wrath because he know he has but a short time. So he's going to seek who he may devour. Great wrath. Good. What? Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work.
So it ain't no mystery no more. The mystery of sinful hurt, iniquity. Go ahead.
Only he who now let it will let until he be taken out of the way.
Right, so the Lord got him here for a short time. So this man, somebody get, what is it? Revelations, hold that spot right there. Revelations 20. Is it 20 and 11? Loose for a little season, go out and deceive the nations.
20 and 11?
I think. No.
He's up.
I got it. This is Revelation 20 and 7.
27, go ahead, yeah.
This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 7. And it says, and when the 1,000 years are expired.
All right, so Lord pushed them, just to give a backdrop on the story. The Lord pushed them up in the mountains and put them and trapped them up for 1,000 years during the Byzantine Empire. But the Lord was going to let them out for one specific reason, for them to capitalize and build the place of confusion, which is Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
It says, this is Revelation 20 and 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Yeah. So that basically, what happens in Revelations is it jumps to the future and jumps to the past.
Go
So right here, it's talking about when they got loosed out of the what do we call
Petra?
no,
Caucasus,
Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
like with the Ottoman Turks when they take.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
that's what that is.
Go
Yeah. So you got it.
ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. And shall go out to deceive the nations.
That's his whole purpose. To go out and deceive the nation, to bring forth what?
It says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the quarters of the earth. Gog and Magog.
Boom. So that's going. He was loosed out of his season to deceive the whole nation, right? And to bring Russia back to destroy him. See that? See how the Lord set him up for the trap? The Lord let him out of this pit, right during the time of right after the Byzantine Empire, when the Ottoman Turks started taking over, right? And then after that, you had the Renaissance period. That was the rebirth of them, and when they whitewashed the whole world, only to set them up to be destroyed by the bear in Revelation 13. See that? The Lord is setting a trap, but in that trap, this devil is set up to trap other people. His job is to trap whoever he can trap. Whoever will fall for the slide of the hand, whoever fall for that 3-card Monty, he was set up to deceive them. The Lord said the deceived and deceiver are his. So the Lord got a set number that he wants salvation, and he also has a set number that he wants destroyed. Go ahead. That was it on that. Yeah. Where we was? Go back to where we was. Yeah, precept. All right.
It's Job chapter 20 and verse 5. That the triumphing of the wicked is short.
Go up verse 4.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
Verse 4, Job of chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old?
Right. Ain't nothing new, ain't nothing changed. All these people that think America won't continue going forever, boy, you ain't know this for, Rome fell, Greece fell, Babylon fell the first time, Assyria fell, Nineveh fell, Egypt fell. All these places were wicked. Go ahead.
Since man was placed upon the earth,
it was set up for all these kingdoms to fall. And America is the last one that needs to be taken out of the way. Go ahead.
That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
So the Lord is setting this place up for judgment, man. So anybody that wants to partake in anything on this place, they're going to be destroyed right along with it.
The glory of man is like a flower that withereth away.
Right.
All these, like you just said, all these nations that have flourished and fallen, why do you think America is any different with all of its incredulities?
With all this wicked shit that America done did, Esau done did, what makes you think any part of Esau is going to still be standing? Or going to have any longevity? Why? Because it's been such a long time in man's eyes, but it's been like 30 seconds dealing with the Lord. You know? Oh, no, go ahead.
I got two.
All right, go ahead.
Say, when they say the light when you put out.
Come on.
This is part of that light right here.
Come on.
It says Revelation 16 and 13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits, like frogs, come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet.
Right, so those are the things that they use to deceive everybody, man. Right. All right, the dragon deals with finances and everything like that, European Union, and America too, and the beast deals with NATO, and America too, with the military infrastructure. Yep. And then you got the false prophet.
And the banking system too, like you said. The banking system, what was that, BlackRock? They own all the music industry.
Oh shit.
So through the banking industry, they pushing these satanic agenda through the music industry too.
That's crazy, man. And it's funny how they flipping the money, because all these artists that they get and they put in the music industry, they get insurance on them.
Damn.
So those spirits that came from Europe, that mindset, that theology, that philosophy, that satanic way of operating on the left-hand side, that's what they gave to America. That's in that cup to deceive the nations and to deceive the people that's in this place. All right? Now, check this out. This is how they're going to be cast.
So that's the wine that's in the cup. Though he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man.
Yep, that through their business, through their dollar, which comes from the banking again, from Europe.
Because what, not to cut you off, Elder, but what is the main thing that pressure? So now you got people, like, they selling their soul to live paycheck to paycheck.
For real.
Like I've seen people that rather go to work than come out here and teach because of the pressure that the system puts on them, man. Yeah. In their mind, they're so deceived. In their mind, they think that's the righteous thing to do. All they're doing is trying to feed their family. See how wicked and deceptive that is?
Yeah. And they got people living in low conditions to promote more work, more slavery. That's gonna motivate people instead of just like Japan. They got all kind of electronic. I saw some lady have a styrofoam plate the other day, right? Little setup. And as she was eating it on the plane, she said, "You know what? It's cold. I want to heat it up." She pulled the string on that shit.
Gone.
That motherfucker heated up and started cooking right in front of her. They keep saying that America's still in the 70s and everybody else is in the 2050s.
Yeah.
So what it is America's being oppressed.
Yeah.
America's being used. The people here are being held back.
Hey,
being robbed on purpose, being kept in that way of living, meaning in a lowly condition. A lower state. Thank you, brother. All right, go ahead, bro.
And that's just like the mouse chasing the cheese. He ain't gonna never get.
Never get. Now go ahead.
It was a short video, dude from Mexico. He was basically saying like Americans, they're so blind they don't even know that their place is basically falling. They say that we're sitting here living in poverty. Why? Because we make $20 a day, but hey, a meal is $2, man. You over here in America, you making what? $30 an hour. You got to pay rent, this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, then all the year you come up, you make $50,000 a year. But it takes $75,000 for you to live, so you a debt slave, man. So that's why you're in the rat race, constantly feel, oh, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. You in the loop, man. You gotta keep going back and forth to keep that cycle going, man.
Well, when I had asked somebody if they wanted a job to come work with me, the first thing they asked how much overtime I can get, bruh, like people are willing to work. They work, go home and go to sleep. Work, go home and go to sleep. Work, go home and go to sleep. Do it all over again.
That shit is not cool.
Thinking that there's a goal to get to. You're never gonna reach a goal, man.
Now, mind you, it said those 3 spirits that leaped out of Europe and are being broadcast here over America. Right?
And it's like I didn't say nothing about the false prophet. And this is the crazy part about it. To me, this is the most wicked one of all, because guess what? These people's salvation is based on wickedness. And they deceive the minds of the simple to go thinking that going down the road of wickedness is going to lead them to the Most High. It's going to lead them to the King of Terrors. You know? Go ahead.
All right. Revelation 20:10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. So how is the false prophet here in America? Through their churches.
Right.
Through all these Catholic churches, the Christian churches, the Lord going to destroy that. That's going to destroy their power from the Roman Empire, Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church, they're going to lose their tentacles. Their tentacles go into all these churches in America. All the banks here, that goes into the beast, or the military setup, the police. You know, all their rankings are going to get destroyed here. All right. So the Lord said, what is going to be cast into the lake of fire? Right. Because the false prophet, the Pope is not over here in America. They're talking about their extensions are here. The spirit that's here, man.
Right, because a lot of those pastors, they have conventions every year, and the conventions, like on what doctrine they're allowed to teach, and all that shit comes from Rome. Right. All that shit comes from the Vatican.
So everything they built up here from that spirit, the Lord's going to throw it down. Break the staff of the wicked, which is America, that they use to control the whole world like witchcraft. That's why they call LA Hollywood.
Yeah.
Manipulating people's minds through the movies. All right. So
that goes back to that magic wand Harry Potter shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hollywood.
Yep.
California. Yeah, Californication.
Yeah.
But that's how the light is going to be put out, man. Once again, when the Lord destroys this place.
Go ahead.
This is Book of Revelations, chapter 18, starting from the top. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lighted with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Ain't nothing gonna be able to live here, man. Ain't nothing gonna be able to live here. Nothing but swamp-like animals. This place is gonna be like obliterated. And it said that the lake that burned with fire, that's gonna be right here in America. America's gonna be nothing but lava everywhere. It's gonna look like lava from all the nuclear destruction.
Real quick. Let me dive in just help you out. This scripture goes hand in hand with this scripture to understand what I mean by devil. It's talking about, like you said, reptiles, all kind of abominable animals.
Sorry.
Isaiah 34:6, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat. With fatness means it's going to increase with more destruction, more blood. And with the blood of lambs and goats, which is their generals, their leaders, and the fat of kidneys of rams, for Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. That's America. And the unicorns shall come down with them, all their leaders and their presidents, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood. That's as much as the horse's bridle. And their dust made fat with fatness, means it's going to increase what Russell like to say, you're going to become part of the soil. For it is the day of Yahweh's vengeance and the year of his recompense for the controversy of Zion. So all of this is about what they did to the children of Israel in slavery. And to deliver us from what's coming. And the streams thereof, this is your lake of fire. And the streams thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pitch, man. There you go. And it shall not be quenched night nor day, so it's not going to be put out. It's not going to be a controlled fire. The Lord's going to let it burn out by itself. The smoke thereof shall go up forever. Man, it's going to go on for a long time. That's it. All right, it's going to go up to the sky, real high into the sky, all into the atmosphere. And when that happens, what's that called? Nuclear fallout. But it's going to be up there for a long time. Even when we're in the kingdom, we're going to look and see that smoke still billowing up. All right? For generation to generation, it shall lie waste. None shall pass through it ever and ever. Forever and ever. Like I said, nobody going to make it out of here. Nobody ever going to come over here again. Go ahead, brother. So it said, what? It's going to be, the streams there are going to be turned into lava. That's the lake of fire. I got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 19. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Right, that's the judgment the Lord has to this place. Keep going.
Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there.
Ain't gonna be no more businesses here, none of that. Keep going.
Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Come on, keep going.
But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there.
Come on. That's it. Keep going.
And their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
Come on.
And owls shall dwell there. And satyrs shall dance there.
Yeah, that's the type of, that's what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to be inhabited in this place. Anything that can stand like swamp-like in extreme heat environments, that's the only thing that's going to be not no humans. All right, go back to that.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, the same thing that was in that cup that the elder just explained in Revelation chapter 16, verse 13. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
They all drunk out of that cup, dealing with the dollar, dealing with all these allies that are NATO and EU allies, dealing because they feel like, oh, they got money now dealing with the dollar. Now they got protection dealing with the military in America. All right, and now they got everybody around the world worshiping Cesare Borgia. Go ahead.
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
See, you got rich off America, especially China. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Right, so now that's us being lifted up in those chariots, man.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
Right, so the last plague that's coming to this place is missiles. All right, and the Lord said he don't want us to receive of that, so we'll be lifted up out of here so we don't receive that plague. Go ahead. That was it.
Got one more, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquity.
Yeah, so the sins that America's doing now is reached up to heaven, but Yahweh Bashim Yahshua remember all the way back to the time of Esau. So the birth of Esau, man. So the Lord ain't forgot nothing. So he gonna bring all that judgment all the way back. No, all the way back from when Cain slew Abel, all the way to now. He gonna bring all that anger from back then all the way to now.
2 days to cause all this.
Yeah.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief of the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt.
Well, that's some hot fire. There's some of the elements. Like trees is an element, the grass is an element, concrete is an element, the air is an element too. The air gonna be burning.
The air gonna combust.
The flesh is element.
The calcium in their bones.
Yeah, about to smoke a lot of men will kill.
Weeds is an element.
Yeah. Them eyelashes elements.
I can make it burn quicker. It's like a candle wick.
With fervent heat, and the earth also, and the work that are therein shall be burned up.
And ain't nothing gonna be left of this place. So knowing that, come on, man, what should your mind be set on?
Yo, think about it. He said, "What all the works therein shall be burned up." Look at the people that like, I got work to work to the death. I got work. You got to work hard, man. You got to build this up. You got to build everything they building up. It's gonna be gone.
Because what the Lord said, He's gonna test everybody's works.
He's gonna show them that it's vanity, man.
Hey, it's like, damn. If I may also add on too, all the works that are in shall be burnt up, man. Your bunkers, this, that, and the third. Nothing's going to be able to save you except for the knowledge and wisdom of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. So that's why you got to seek the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai while He may be found. You know,
Tesla's gonna get burned up.
They're gonna get burned up. They're gonna spontaneously get burned up.
Man, they're gonna start. Hey, listen, they're gonna be locking. Tesla's gonna be locking people in the car, bringing them to the fire.
Hawaii.
God.
Go this way.
Bruh.
They're gonna be talking to them.
But listen though. If you think about it, that's what Esau doing to 2/3 of our people. Go this way. Go this way. This is gonna lead you to where you need to go, where you want to go. This is what's when you go this way, it's gonna feel better. You go this way. Then next thing you know, they just like how on the cartoons they running so fast, not paying attention to where they're going, and they run right off a cliff, and then when they look down, then you're off the cliff now. Ain't no turning back. Now you finna hit rock bottom. You know.
And they do that at the slaughterhouse too. It's like a noise that they make when they get the sheep in there and it startles them and it runs them into this little hole. But that's the hole that they want your head to get in.
Yeah, I seen them do that to cows too, man.
Yeah. That's what they.
There you go. You're right.
And once they head coming to that thing, they stuck. They can't move. And it just spins it around. All right.
This is the book of. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, and verse 14. It said, "The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness have surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who among us shall dwell with everlasting burnings? He that walketh righteously and speaketh uprightly, he that despises the gain of oppression, that shaketh his hands from holding the bribes, that stoppeth his ears from hearing the blood, and shutting his eyes."
And listen, you got to stop your hand from holding the bribe, man, in this place. Because Esau try to bribe you. Esau like, hey, I'll give you a little bit of this money, give you a good-ass job, but don't go out there and teach them. Just live comfortable real quick.
If you do this,
You got to snap your hand from that bribe. You're like, no. Go ahead.
Read this 501c3.
Yeah.
It says, "Stopping his ears from hearing the blood, that shut his eyes from seeing the evil. He shall dwell on high. His place of defense shall be the munitions of rocks. Bread shall be given him. His water shall be sure."
That pure river that we drink from. Precept.
hey, Con, hey, Salaki, that's you count on the cost who's giving the best benefits, man. Hey, what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai have established, hey, you get out here and present your body as a living sacrifice. All right, hey, you can have these other nations as your footstool. Hey, in my father's house are many mansions, all right? That spiritual body, all right? To Esau, hey, shit, you come here, you get a $20 raise, this, that, and the third. Hey, all that is not sure, man. Why is that's going to come to an end? So therefore, if you're doing the works of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, you're storing up those heavenly riches, all right? That's not going to depreciate. That's not going to go away, all right? The only thing that it can do is increase, man. You know?
I'll take a new body over a 401k.
I take a new body over this place. It don't matter what. For real.
Hey, and then the work that you're doing for Esau tearing your body up. But you're doing the work for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, it'll give you feel good about yourself, and also it's getting you working towards that other body, man. You know?
For real. But no, think about it. It actually does something to the chemical balances and like it really does something physically when you're out here doing this work for real. Versus doing the work of Esau, that shit tears your body down. Like the scripture says, you think that I can quicken these mortal bodies? Right, the Lord said He can quicken these mortal bodies, but they still subject to sin. That's the only reason why you got to get rid of them. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature.
And you start to be renewed.
Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new.
Right. What deteriorates the flesh?
Time.
Sin.
It causes sickness in the body.
Right. Sin is all this is because of sin. Every ailment we go through is because it all leads back to sin. You know? So as soon as you become a new creature and all things are put away, man. Go ahead.
2 Peter 1:19. And we also have a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place.
Right.
That's a new creature.
Come.
Until the day dawn and the day star rise in our hearts, and we come to that full character that He's creating us to be.
Right. Right. Being like Yahushua. Being like Yahushua. Go back to where you was at.
This is just a precept just to back up what the brother Yahushua brought out. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon.
All right, so let's take a look at that snare. Somebody get Revelation chapter 13.
6.
No, I think it's 11 where it says it causes fire, the sight of man, it causes fire to come from. I know it's on this side of the page.
On the left?
On the right.
On the right.
Yeah.
13 and 13.
13.
All right, this is Revelation 13 and 13. And he doth great wonders so that he maketh fire come down. It's like come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right. That's what Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And they introduced the world to nuclear war. The irony behind that's the snare that the Lord set up for them. That's how America's going to be destroyed. See how he set them up? Bro, he brought them out of the cave, brought them out of the pits, out of the caves, right? To bring forth the battle between Gog and Magog, to bring forth Ezekiel 38, to build up the bear, to destroy his ass with the same weapon that he brought to the table, to introduce the world to in the sight of men.
I was about to say he brought him out of a pit to put him into another pit.
Right. Basically, that's what happened. Go ahead.
It says, I have, Jeremiah 50 and 24, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught.
Hand inside the cookie, got cookie in his hand. He can't say he went for to take that cookie. He can't say it because the Lord caught him red-handed. Interjection. Go ahead.
This is Psalm 35, verse 8. It says, let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he hath hid catch himself.
But ain't nothing hurt worse than a blow that you can't see. When you get hit and you can see it coming, you can brace yourself a little bit. When you get hit, but normally that punch or something you can't see, that's gonna knock you out. Go ahead.
It says, into that very destruction, let him fall. That's it.
Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. That's the cookie jar.
That's that cookie jar. And the Lord gonna show up and find.
And we the cookies.
We the cookies. We the cookies.
That's like what Hitler said, all right, hey, they gonna be in trouble once they see, once they find out that they have the Lord's jewels, man, you know, which is us.
They gonna be in trouble, but ain't nothing they gonna be able to do about it then. What, he gonna try to give the cookie back?
There you go.
I was just playing.
The recompense?
There you go. This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits.
So while they trying to get their plans together, their NWO together, you know, the Lord gonna put him in distress.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him when they about to eat, devour the cookies. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
While he is eating.
Eating them cookies.
Eating them, you around here eating them damn cookies. So you leave them damn cookies alone. You around here eating them cookies and the Lord done caught you. And caught you. Now you've been brought to the king of terror. You around here.
No, I mean the Lord is gonna catch Esau with his hand in the jar. He ain't, and the Lord's not gonna say, "Hey, get out of here." He's gonna, start beating his ass.
Beating ain't gonna say, no, he ain't gonna tell you to put nothing down.
Beat his ass.
He gonna throw all of it up. I want all that cookie. All that cookie. You're going to punch him in the stomach, throw all of it up. Go ahead.
Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit. He shall vomit them up. Again, Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly.
The Lord gonna cast them out. That's that gut punch, man. The Lord the Lord is building. The Lord wants to build something up that he totally despises that he can get in the ring with, and that's why Esau's being built up. Right there.
Last one. Psalm 58 and 6. Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. So you're going to hit with a gut punch into the mouth.
Right. Combination.
Break their teeth, O Yahweh, so they can't eat no more.
Can't eat no more.
In their mouth. Break out the great teeth.
How are they eating? The teeth of their might.
So they're young lions, yep.
Right. So they're going around devouring because of the power that they have in the earth. But what are they talking about in the news today? America is losing its hegemony in the earth, man.
Psalms 10 and 10. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong one.
Man, and that's how he do. They try to say like, oh, I'm coming in democracy, speaking like a lamb, but devouring like they're a dragon.
The young lions, they use their young lions, the police, these churches. Everybody they give incentives to, man. They use that to manipulate and control the people.
Politicians.
Yeah. If I may add on too, a part of the breaking the teeth too, man, their military is not worth nothing, all right? So that's why you have all these other nations, all right, letting the weak sound strong. Why? Because they're building up their military arsenals, all right? And that's why you see right now, Russia sending those ships over here right now, man, getting ready to break the teeth of America, Babylon, man.
Man, you got India say they got beef with America. I ain't think they had nothing.
Right. Curry goat.
Curry, yeah, like red curry and like goodness and quickie march. You got India talking about they got beef with this place. Goodness gracious, I didn't even know they had a military. They got nukes too.
Obadiah.
Yeah.
Obadiah 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
Right. So don't think America is or Esau is the only individual that the Most High is against. All the nations. Go ahead.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
That's that pit.
Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
Continually. Like the Lord gave us a drop. He took like them little syringe and gave us a little teaspoon. But they gonna drink continually, man.
He gonna force feed them like good bombs of time.
Oh yeah, that's
Birth of a nation.
Birth of a nation.
Yeah, and force them to eat.
That's what the Lord gonna do to them. Break their teeth up. And force them to swallow down slavery.
Force them to swallow down.
Breaking the teeth shit. You being in this standpoint, you at the hegemony. You being the hegemony, that hierarchy over everybody. All right. Then now your ass taking out of place shit. You ain't gonna know what to do. Now you being force fed. Why? Because you can't go around applying that power as you used to, man. All right. That's also gonna be a part of Esau's hell, man. It's like, hey, you seeing around you seeing everybody doing what you used to do, and you ain't able to do it no more. All right. Especially when Jake get in that place, man.
No, you see everybody doing what you used to do to them, to you. But it ain't fun when the rabbit got the gun, boy. It ain't never fun when the rabbit got the gun. Go ahead.
Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
That's how they finna be. As though they had not been. It's like, is this the man? Who is this guy?
They're going straight back into the cave.
Right back in the cave. They're going back to crawling on all fours. Because that's how their mentality is, man. They're not upright.
Yeah, they're going to say, is this the man? You know, that deceives all the nations that caused the earth to shake. They shake kingdoms.
Right.
They're going to make the earth shake.
Yeah.
Right. This is Isaiah 29 and 8. It shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth.
So now, I love this chapter because it talks about what's going to happen to anybody that fights against Ariel. I mean, meaning Israel. Poetic way of saying Israel.
Right. It shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth. He got his hand in the cookie jar.
Good.
And behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty.
Empty, man.
Just like it started.
About to say, he ain't even had anything to cookie.
Because the Most High gonna make him vomit it up anyway.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be empty.
He gonna be back hungry.
He ain't gonna have no teeth to eat it ever again.
It's like that saying that they always say, I was so close I could almost taste it.
Yeah.
That's like the movie where they made man put his grill on top of the curb and he stumped him and broke all his teeth off.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the movie.
History, American history.
American history.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the American history. So.
Yeah.
It says,
Ooh, it's gonna be like how was it? What was that Masada? Where they were locked up in the Masada and they started cooking shit on the outskirts. They didn't have any food, and they were in there starving, man. Jake was in there starving and shit.
Eating the leather.
Yeah, they started eating leather, start eating like that's how they
all
gonna.
the leaves off the tree.
But that's how they gonna be spiritually and physically.
It says, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul have appetite. That's gonna say, please help me send Lazarus. So shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion, man.
Man. That's beautiful
All
because
the nations.
it's coming to these devils, man. It's coming to these devils. They gonna just like Lazarus, like just give me a little water from my tongue. And we're like, no, you ain't getting that. The Lord's gonna put it in our spirit. Just tell them no.
Yeah, they're gonna want an inkling, some kind of mercy. You're like, what's that? Mercy.
That's gonna be taken out of the dictionary.
We're gonna say, who gonna show you some mercy? Shalom, huh? My brother. Let's kick his ass. Hey, no, this is my brother Mercy, right? My brother Mercy.
Hey, Mercy, come do work. I give you some mercy. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16. This is what's coming up on this guy. Verse 4. They shall die of grievous death. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth.
Man, can you imagine that? Like, you know how you mourn and when somebody passes away and you just do memorials and stuff, you have things that you remember them by, but ain't nobody gonna care about this devil. It's like somebody boo-booed on the floor. Somebody gonna clean that up? Like, that's how everybody's gonna look at this devil just like that.
Yeah, and like shit, you know, with poop, you wanna get away from it.
Right.
It stinks. You ain't gonna wanna touch it.
You ain't gonna wanna touch it.
You're gonna wanna flush it down the toilet. You're gonna get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
That's what the Africans say. I would do this.
I would do this for you. Everybody wants shit off the earth.
Yeah. They waiting for the manifestation of the sons of God.
Right,
When
the
they
whole
want
earth
peace-
wait for that.
Yeah, when they over in Gaza and they calling out for peace and they calling out for safety, they don't even understand that they're really calling out for righteousness. They want justice. And the only way they're going to get justice is when the sons of God are in power. Starting with Yahweh Shai. So they don't even know that they're calling out for us.
Right. The Lord forcing them to right. Right. Say when the wicked bear rule, the whole earth mourning. But they rejoice when the righteous are put in authority.
There ain't gonna be no protest against the rulership of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, because there's gonna be land Sabbaths, there's gonna be Sabbaths. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, because really, because these nations are they're gonna have to abide by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. But it's gonna be beautiful, man. Like, it's gonna be beautiful. What's the only bad part? The only thing we really like, we can't get the holy days perfect like the way we want to, but in that day we're gonna be able to do it. Hey, how you doing, sister? In that day we're gonna be able to do that. And these other nations are gonna rejoice in that, except for Esau. Esau gonna be mad because why? Because he's rooted and he was only built to be wicked. So the Lord's gonna have mercy on him after 1,000 years and get him off the earth, because there's gonna be no place for wickedness anymore, man. That's being merciful. Even unto the ones that show no mercy. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 4 continue. And they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their
consumed by the sword. What was Esau what was the weapon that he was blessed with the sword. You know? Go ahead.
And by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
That's the destination. That's it. That's the destination for the wicked, man. That's what their outcome. That's what their end is going to be. All right. Let's go back to that Job.
Yeah, it's gonna be a feast of birds, man. Birds come to eat the carcasses.
This is Job 18.
Just like all the birds of the field just try to devour us. Right? All the birds of the field used to try to devour us. Now it's gonna be flipping on these other nations, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's gonna be physical. There's where the birds talking about the nations.
Right.
But there's literally gonna be physical. The Lord gonna have a feast. He calling all the birds around the world gonna be coming to a feast of dead bodies, flesh, a bunch of vultures to eat their damn bodies. That's what's coming to them.
It's Job 18:6. It says the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. It said the steps of his strength shall be straight.
See, that's the point right here. That's what it's talking about where it says light. It's talking about all his strength or his counsel. He's gonna lose all of that.
Yeah.
It says,
Yep, America. Yep, go ahead, bro.
and his own counsel shall cast him down. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and walketh upon a snare.
And he can't even see it.
Walking on a snare.
He's walking on a snare, can't even see it, man.
This is the snare.
Right.
Like a hot plate. Damn.
Go ahead.
It says the green shall take him by the heel.
The jinn.
Oh, Shalaki. It says the jinn shall take him by the heel.
Jinn is another word for snare or trap.
Okay, go.
It's gonna take him by the heel, man.
And the robber shall prevail against him.
They're gonna strip this place of everything,
Yeah, the
man.
heel represents the end of the system.
Go
Goes into Daniel chapter 2.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yep. Right when they come to the end, this place is gonna be tripped up. It's gonna be forced to fall down, pushed over. Now, Russia said it. They said America is sitting on a limb that they're sawing at a limb that they're sitting on. That's what Putin said the other day.
Damn.
Yep. So, and the scriptures say when the day of trouble, they're going to be around this place, round about. So they're going to help to push the downfall of America.
Right, just like Esau helped Babylon push us down.
Yep. Right.
Everything they did on the earth is gonna come right back on them. They can't even see it coming.
And it's going to fall because of their what? Their administration, their corrupt spending, them trying to move toward the digital system, which is taking away the birth of this land, America, all the money, the resources, taking away all of that, so they can move to their digital system. So by doing so, they ultimately going to destroy America. Don't even know it. This place going to be destroyed. Once it falls, they think they're going to what? Cause the phoenix to rise out of the ashes. No, this is going to just turn into ashes. That's it.
I mean, that's why the heathens are going to be destroyed, because they think that they're going to be the new rulers within that vacuum of power.
But then that's when we gonna come and start kicking some ass when we get off the chariots.
Yeah, that's what the scripture say, that the nation's going to stand afar off, weeping and wailing, seeing the destruction of America. Why? Because they're going to be scared. They're going to realize they can't do any more deals with America. They're going to have stuff still sitting on their ships waiting to dock. They ain't going to be nothing near the dock too. And they're going to be worried about the destruction coming on them. They're going to think Russia and China know will come at them then. But nah, we coming.
That's
House
us.
jack. Yep.
Good.
They don't got to worry about the ship. They just going to come into our house.
Yeah, we're going to say come out. Yeah, come out like
Right.
You got some Sony?
All right, keep going.
All right, verse 10 of Job 18, it says, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side.
Terrorists shall make him afraid on every side. These nations building up threats surrounding America, man.
Yep, that ground represents upon the earth. So the Lord said he set the snare on the earth and he got a trap in the way. Meaning what? He said when hell is stirred up against you to meet thee as thy coming. So when they go forward towards their plans, the Lord got a trap waiting for them. So they got to take them steps before the trap can have its purpose, man. Yep. If they stay still, the Most High, he may still bring it to them. But as they step forward, new agenda, the Who organization, talking about locking people up. Okay, go ahead. The Lord gonna bring more pressure on you.
Yeah.
You know, as they move towards their digital system, all right, the Most High gonna bring more destruction on this place.
Good. So the more they move towards their folly and wickedness, the more pressure is going to be put on them as they're trying to put pressure on the people. Go ahead.
Going back at verse 10, it says, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and the trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet.
Right, you're going to be looking, it's like Like, you know how when they saw you get stared, they standing up trying to look and see what's going on, but he still ain't gonna be able to see what's going on.
Look what they're doing now. Russia.
Go ahead.
Now, last night, America been flying B-52 bombers all night, causing them to stand on their feet, get ready to fight.
Go ahead.
They can't just relax right now. You know what I'm saying? You know.
They can't kick back and say, "Oh yes."
You know, but you still got Jake trying to ignore it, but soon they ain't gonna be able to ignore it.
No.
They're gonna cause them to stand to their feet, and guess what that's gonna cause? A draft, a military draft. That's coming through.
And if you're ignoring it right now, you're just in the down.
Yeah, because America's gonna say, I'm staying there. Everybody gotta stay there with me.
What do you say? United we stand.
United we stand. Come on.
Well, all I want to know is who coming with.
Right.
That's what America's gonna be saying. But then what it say in Jeremiah, the mother that birthed you shall be so confounded.
They got us, bro.
They got us, bro. Come on.
That's America.
Yeah. That's what he's gonna be saying in NATO, the European Union. They got us.
Yeah, they got us, bro.
They got us.
Hey,
bro.
you, hide behind the tree. Just come out.
Go ahead.
It says his strength shall be hunger bitten.
Damn.
It says his strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death.
Go ahead.
Shall devour his strength.
So he ain't gonna have no strength. America's not gonna have any strength at all. Esau ain't gonna, because once you destroy America, that's it. Esau ain't got no strength. They use America as the hammer of the earth. So America is the strength. So once you devour America, Esau ain't got no more strength, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, and on top of that, NATO is losing Turkey as well.
And
Turkey is like number 2 as far as military might as far as NATO goes.
Go ahead.
And that just lets you know too. Also, it says what the scripture says: a horse is a vain thing for safety, man. So you can't put your trust in your might in these different militaries and these different chief concourse of people, man. These different nations, man. How about Yahweh Shai's the one you should put your trust in, going into that strong tower of safety, man.
Good thing he's not allowed to. That's just the point. And if you think about it, you have to be an arrogant a-hole to the top 3 holders of nuclear weapons are first Russia, second America, third China. China and Russia are not allied with America, man. So if you really think that you got a leg to stand on or a dog in the fight, when they done started the BRICS nation to build themselves on the economical standpoint, to build an economical foundation while they destroy, because what did America try to do? They tried to destroy their foundation with all the sanctions. I put pressure on them through money. That's how they got control of Japan. That's what forced, because America wanted to come into the war, right? In World War II. So they forced sanctions on Japan, right? That forced Japan to go to war. They had no choice. They didn't have any choice because America wanted to enter in the war, but they had no way of getting. They had to be attacked. They realized they had to be attacked in order to be able to enter into World War II.
Hey, Con, that's pretty much what they're trying to do now, and that's what Putin was saying the other day too. He was like, "Hey, America's trying to make an enemy out of us when we're no enemy, all right?" But basically, he was saying too, all right, you're going to get what's on your mind put on your ass. Cause, hey, you come around here wanting to war, but not knowing, hey, it's a biblical thing, man. Like Scripture says, your pride have deceived you, because what you want is going to actually end you, man. You know, as far as you wanting to go to war, you trying to get when you gave Ukraine those missiles, all right. Hey, don't use them, but use them, okay, if you got to. All right, they gave them to them, used them. All right, but now Russia looking at America. All right, so hey, if y'all didn't want them to use it, you wouldn't have gave them to them. So now it's making now everybody's saying that y'all the bad guy, y'all the problem, man. So therefore, by y'all doing that, it's going to end up bringing you to y'all demise, man. It's right. Say there's a way that seems right into it, man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man.
And what is he doing? Bringing them to the king of terrorists. That's bringing them straight to Yahweh Shai's dome. And ultimately, when they be facing, they brought terror on. They brought what they thought was terror on the earth, but they ain't seen real terror yet until they look Yahweh Shai right face to face. When they look at Yahweh Shai face to face, they're gonna see the anger of Yahweh, because that's where he's coming in the name of Yahweh. So he's gonna see all that anger, right? And they're gonna see what true terror really is. All right.
Verse 14 says, his confidence it says his confidence shall be rooted out. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terror.
What's gonna bring him to the king of terrors, man? He around here terrorizing. Who was that one basketball player said, and where he from, bullies get bullied? Zach Randolph. Right, America being a bully on the earth, now the bully finna get bullied by the king of terrors, man. Yeah, how about you shot? So somebody got you, then I got you.
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 19. And it says, confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. Because when it's all said and done with, just like Ukraine leaning on America, Taiwan gonna try to lean on America too. You see what I'm saying? Leaning on that unfaithful man. He ain't gonna be able to save you from your destruction, ultimately.
Good.
Plunder.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Those clouds are a fleet of chariots that's going to be showing up with him. He coming on a mission. Like Independence Day, man, but they ain't finna win. Nope. They ain't finna win. Boy, that was Hollywood bullcrap that they did on that movie. But like, it's one part of the movie that sticks out to me, right? The second one, when they had captured some of the aliens, right? It was like there's a big object coming towards our, you know what I'm saying, coming towards our atmosphere, but it's kind of far away. But instantly that bitch just showed up. But as the object was getting closer, like the aliens started going crazy in that bitch. They were going stupid, dumb, crazy, right? And then one of the military generals was like, why are they so upset? But they have a scientist that was trying to decode their language. And the scientist was like, they're not upset, they're rejoicing. And they were rejoicing because that big ship was coming, cavalry was coming. And actually, Howard Shah showing up with the fleet of angels for to tear this place up. Boy, listen. And listen, if I'm part of that number, if I get to do a little bit of tap dancing and throwing blows, let me get a kick in, Lord. Let me get a kick in. Because we all got a bunch of pressure built in up, man, because of this place. But think about it, the more pressure that's put on us, the more pressure is put on Yahweh Shai. The more pissed off we get in righteousness, the more pissed off he get in righteousness. All right, so now it's going to be a breaking point where Yahweh Shai, where the Lord, Yahweh's going to be like, hey, it's done. Let's get it. And at that point, he's gonna give a battle cry, man. Can you imagine?
Punch him all in the face.
Yes, sir.
First one I see. No, don't hide now.
They still got a little bit more.
Hey, and it won't be no combination. He's just running around. I'll probably use my right hand. He's just going around. For real. All right.
Good.
It's a little bit more. Okay.
And they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall well because of him.
Right, so the Lord coming to stand on business. He got some business to take care of. That he wasn't able to take care of when he came here riding on a donkey. That's true. He got to get his lick back. You know, and the Lord say, man, Yahweh say, hey, sit right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make your enemies that footstool. Watch what I do for you, my son. Now watch what I do for the people I gave to you, my son. Get it? So the Lord has something prepared for us, and you know what? He's such a beautiful and glorious power, man. That He understands and feels the pressure that we've been going through in this place. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna give us the opportunity to get some get back in righteousness, man. You know?
This is
That was it.
Yep. This is Psalm 7 and 8. Yahweh shall judge the people. Judge me, O Yahweh, according to my righteousness.
Right.
And according to mine integrity that is in me. We can't lose our integrity.
We can't lose our integrity goes into innocence. Yep. We can't lose that, man. We have to, that's one thing. That's the one thing that the devil's trying to take from us. Go ahead.
Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous power trieth the hearts and the reins. My defense is of Yahweh, which saveth the upright in heart.
So right now, we ain't really got no time to be occupied in anything else but focusing on trying to please the Lord. So he can judge us according to us trying to please him. versus having other dealings in the world. Go ahead.
Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day.
So you don't want to be caught. You don't want to be caught up in his wrath, man. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. That's not saying hand join in hand, we shall overcome. That you're protecting the wicked. But if you have any dealings like with wickedness at all, you're gonna look like you join hands with the wicked. Either you're on one side of the fence or you're on the other. You can't be straddling the fence. If you straddling, you're gonna get cut in half. And both the two halves that got cut in half gonna die. Go ahead.
If he turn not, he will wet his sword.
Yeah.
It's up to him to repent and change the course of it or not.
Good.
And he's not gonna stop this time.
Good.
He will wet his sword with blood. He have bent his bow and made it ready. That's like getting that joint shot, getting ready to shoot.
Getting your sight lined up.
Yep. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death.
Man.
He ordained his arrows against the persecutors.
Instruments of death, missiles, famine, race wars, all these wild beasts.
Yeah, the arrows and missiles. So he the Most High ordained those missiles. He had the wasters created, what's it called, by the Smiths, to be the scientists, and he had them He got them ordained for the wicked, man. For 2/3 of our people and these heathens, and the rest of Esau that's in this society. All right, he got their name written on it. All right, there you go. It says, "Behold, he travailed." You got interjection?
Just on the other.
That was you. Yeah, interjection. Go ahead, bro.
This is Jeremiah 50, verse 25. The Lord Yahweh hath opened his armory and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, God of hosts.
Yeah, he imagine that. You going into your armory and you like, damn, what's a good example? What's that what was that movie called where they were torturing people?
Hostile.
Saw.
Yeah.
That type of level. Like Psycho.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm gonna use to bring pain right now? Like torture. Like, what can I do to meet my level of anger?
Yeah, Hostile was one.
That's what I was thinking about.
Hostile was one too.
Hostile?
Yeah.
Yeah, what can I find to reach my level of anger? Okay, these missiles will do it. I can't even create dragons. I can't even create lions and bears that'll bring that type of anger that I wanted to reach. But he can't create that.
I'm about to say, gone.
Remember that? Wisdom of Solomon.
Gone.
But instead, he chose those missiles. He created the way he came up with that through his wisdom. This is what I want to be shot. Like an arrow, like a mighty man of war is doing this.
Going to the heavens.
Yeah, he's going to the heavens where he can see it.
Can you imagine
fire.
looking at that shit? Like he's looking at it. He's looking at the missiles coming in the atmosphere like the rising of the sun.
You look like artwork.
Right.
I made that. Look how you look, son.
Check this out. Check it, boy. Wait.
It looked like one missile, but it's really like 20 of them inside of one.
Just like old boy on Tropic Thunder, where he was setting up the pyro shit for it to explode. That's exactly how the Lord's gonna be. You gonna hit them buttons?
Yeah, man. So we're only seeing the inkling of the Lord's imagination. The fact that he created this whole story about missiles in World War III. Other than that, he could have created a whole nother life, a whole nother story for us to end this in. You know what I mean? So we don't know what the Lord got prepared for us in the kingdom. That's his imagination.
We haven't even seen the mansions that Yahweh is preparing.
And the wars he's going to have us fight and dominating these people, taking the lands from them. You know what I'm saying? And they think they still got us like they can do whatever. And they're going to realize in the moments that they can't.
Right.
That's going to be sweet. That's going to be the sweet gaining of the kingdom, man.
No, my battle axe weapon of war.
That's right, man. That's going to be sweet, man. The same way Esau was able to gain this kingdom when they first got their hands on us, and when we realized we couldn't fight them back, when they pulled that musket gun out, the Lord put that sword in their hand, and we were shooting arrows, and they shoot a gun at us, and we were like, oh, shit. Or they had a cannon.
Yeah.
You know, that's how they took us. The element of surprise, man.
And then that totally knocked the fight out of us.
So the Lord gonna give us spiritual power. Woo! The opposite. And they're gonna realize.
We got a different cannon.
So, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, show
Who's the master?
No, they're gonna be like, you are. It's like, no, it's Yahweh shot.
Creole coming in. Esau, you warmed up yet?
Hey, he can be strapping up his exo suit and jetpack and shit.
He ain't gonna have none of that. All that shit gonna be destroyed. He gonna go back to primitive. What is it? Primitive. Primitive. Yeah.
All he gonna do is grunt at you.
Booga booga.
Right.
All right, finish this real quick.
Go
Psalm 7 and 13 again. He have also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors, man. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity. This is Esau. And have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood. That's Esau.
The forager of lies.
That's right. He made a pit and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. The missiles. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. I think we went through that one, but the pate is talking about the crown of your head. So it's not going to only fall on America, it's going to also fall on all Esau. So by them, what's that, the straw that break the camel back, as they say?
Yep.
Right?
Straw break the
Camel back. So once America's done, it's going to cause all Esau, their kingdom, their power to be done. Ultimately. Over there in Europe too, their heads.
Right. So that, and that's gonna be at the end of, that's gonna be the nail in the coffin. Boom, boom.
Yeah, pop go to weasel.
Pop go to weasel.
Weasel go.
So they're gonna be cut like grass. They ass is grass, and Yahweh shines the lawnmower. You know. All right. Somebody else had a precept. All right, go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 25 and verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel.
Boom.
And they shall do in Edom according to my anger.
So according to the anger of the Lord.
And according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord. Yahweh Shemel Shah.
They shall know the vengeance of the Lord. So check it out. So check it out. It says the saints shall take the kingdom, right? So it ain't like they gonna, these other nations, when we get off them chairs, they gonna be like, here you go. They're gonna still start to stay in the fight a little bit. But they're gonna be brought to their place, man. And we're gonna take the kingdom. Matter of fact, let's get okay, go ahead, bring it up. Somebody get Jeremiah 51 and 20.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah.
Yeah. Go ahead with the
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 10. But Yahweh Shai is the true God. He is the living God, everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble.
Yeah, Yahweh is the true and living power, man. And he's going to bring the terror through who? The king of terror, Yahweh Shai, man.
And the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation.
You see when he was pissed off with Egypt, he sent Yahweh Shai down there to destroy all the firstborn. Huh? All right, so he sent Yahweh Shai down here, the king of terrors, man. That death angel. Like how Galactus was it Galactus? They used to send Silver Surfer? Right. So that's man. And Elder did a beautiful lesson talking about Silver Surfer, man. Bruh, yeah. Come back, man. Bruh, listen, and it's so beautiful, man, because all these, like you see Esau's imagination with the comic books and everything like that, but that's going to come in reality because we're going to have those powers, man.
We got the best comic book right here.
Right.
That's where you get it from.
Right.
The BC and the AV.
Somebody else trying to precept? Yeah, go ahead, man.
Revelation chapter 18 and verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh have avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence. So just with violence, man, this place not going down without a fight.
It was established on violence. That's the same trap. That's the same trap. Man, this place was established on violence, man. So that's how it's going to be taken down. Violently.
Great overthrow.
Great overthrow. Aggressive. You said, yeah, precept?
Yeah, Isaiah.
All right, go ahead.
It's Isaiah 41, verse 15. Just to back up your point about us being Lord's battle axe. It says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth.
I mean, now Lord's going to break their teeth. Now we going to have teeth. Now we're going to be able to grind stuff up. Now we're going to be able to devour them. We're going to have might. All right? During the time when they took us over, the Lord broke our teeth. We ain't have no might. You know? You go back and read the book of Samuel where it talks about King David's mighty men. How powerful they were. You know what I'm saying? King David himself used to slew 10,000 men in the war like it was nothing. Ain't even breathing hard. You know? We're going to have our power back, man. Go ahead.
It says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
Their government. Go ahead.
And shalt make the hills as chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away.
We're going to scatter them. And the wind going to carry them away. They're going to be scattered, man.
So we're going to be just as powerful as a nuclear blast. When the children of Israel come back down to the earth, they're going to be like a nuclear blast hitting the damn people, hitting the nation. We're going to scatter them and break them to pieces.
Can you imagine, like, because the way it describes New Jerusalem coming out of heaven, like a bride adorned for her husband, going to look all peaceful and shit, but as soon as we touch down, all hell going to break loose. All hell is going to break loose. And righteousness.
Boss level music.
Niggas with, NWA, niggas with attitude. Coming out there. Hey, for real. For real. All right, grab that real quick since we're on that.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Just like how Starscream used to shoot Megatron, or was it the other way around? No, yeah, that was the right way. Right. So the Lord's gonna use us as a battle axe, man. He's gonna be like Europe was using America as a hammer. The Lord's gonna use us as a battle axe, man. Go ahead.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nation.
Devour, breaking pieces. Stamp just like they stamped the residue with us, we're gonna stamp the residue with them. Go ahead.
And with thee will I destroy the kingdom. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
Boom, man. The horse and his rider, man. Esau. And his power. Not even gonna take the power away from Esau. He's gonna break Esau down himself. Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Come on.
With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee.
So don't nobody stand a chance, man. When he let the children of Israel loose, just like that movie Immortals, how they kept the Titans locked up. Those are the gods that they kept locked up in that mountain. All right, and they had them rods going through their mouth, the way they couldn't move. So as soon as those Titans let loose, those so-called gods of the Greeks, they were destroying them. They couldn't stand a chance with them, bro. They went. And that's how Jake gonna start devouring these people, man. Go ahead.
Hey, but also in that movie, the gods of Olympus, they had to have like holy weapons. Yeah. That was the only way they could fight the Titans. The Titan was just going at them straight hands.
Man, let me see what them hands look like.
they had the bow, bow of Hyperion, and all the other Olympic weapons. Still couldn't touch them.
Go ahead.
And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
So think about it like this. They can't really touch us now, but the Lord took our power away when he turned his back, but now he turned his face back towards us. So now, believe it or not, we got our power back. But look at what we're doing. There's power in this. We're standing in the face of our oppressor boldly and telling him the truth. When times before we had to act like a battered woman to hold our head down when we were in the face of him.
I was at work yesterday, and my manager and I was talking about something, and some dude, one of my coworkers, said he got to leave at 1. I was like, 1 a.m. He was like, yeah. I was like, God damn. He's like, I got to close. I was like, oh, okay. I'm about to say that's damn near slavery. He was like, well, I'm getting paid. So I was like, paid slavery? He was like, well, no. And then I said. I said, we owned by the state, but we get to choose our plantation. And my manager said, well, I knew he was going to go there. Hold on, just hold on. All right, hold on. And he wanted me to stop talking.
Right. We don't got to stop talking. We can talk. And the main thing that they hate us to talk about is this truth. They don't want us to speak about that because it exposes them for their wickedness and all the disruption that they put on the earth. All this darkness that they spread all over the earth. And we're fighting against that right now. We winning. We winning. We done won. Really? If you think about it, we done won already.
Okay.
But he'll try to deceive you to make you think that you won and turn you over to motherfucker shit that's gonna destroy you, man. But us being the battle axe of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we've overcome by our faith. We've already overcome. We've already won. You know, this is the aftermath of the war. Now, all right, just like how it's, no, not aftermath, this is the escalation. We already won this battle, right? But the war isn't over yet. But now, because now we have to physically take the kingdom.
Yeah, the spiritual, like the mental, the spiritual war is already there. Like when you see two fighters getting ready to fight, there's always that one fighter that tries to do the whole intimidation factor. They try to get in the person's face before the fight. Do some crazy stuff like
I'm not getting up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Everybody knows, but right. But the fighter that remains calm, it usually wins the fight. You know, as long as we let patient work his perfect work, we're always gonna win. Keep our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're gonna win.
Yeah, there's no such thing as losing when you're with the Lord. There's no such thing as you don't lose. The only loser is Esau. He was a loser from the beginning. He's the base of man. You know? This ain't no underdog story where the underdog's going to win. Because right now, everybody thinks we're the underdog, but we're really the top dog. You know? Big dog.
This is 1 Corinthians 15:5.
There we go.
O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory?
Right. That's the power they had over us. Because of our sins and transgressions, right? And the knowledge of the afterlife, the knowledge of Yahweh Shemel Shai was taken away from us. That's how they were able to rule over us, because we were being deceived, thinking that this is it. So we're trying to gain everything right here.
Thinking you only live once.
Right. But when Yahweh Shai came and made that sacrifice and took away the sting of death and promised a new body where we'll never transgress again, go off again, that fear was taken away.
The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai.
Right, because knowing the law is there, we have an acknowledgement of sin. And knowing that we're in these chains of darkness, we know we're going to sin. Right? So we in one point, so we have no hope. But we got hope, we gain hope through Yahweh Shai because he took away that sting of death. And the curse of the law. Not the law that was taken. The law wasn't taken away. The curse of the law was taken away because we all should be put to death. But the Lord took away that thing. He was put to death for us, for our transgression. So now moving forward, what do? We ain't trying to crucify the Lord afresh. He ain't getting back there. There's no more sacrifices for sins anymore. You gotta work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta wear that.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai ain't putting that on, you know. He put on all of our suffering, all of our wickedness. He done it. He done took that. He done cast that off. He don't want to put that back on him anymore.
Right. He ain't showing up to do that anymore. He's not. Like he said, I will not greet thee as a man.
Right.
He already did it one time, and look what happened to him. Go ahead.
Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord.
Keep your mind busy and occupied, man. The idle mind is the devil's workshop. If you're sitting around thinking about what you're finna do, then you need to be reading. You think about if you're sitting around bored, do a lesson. You know, should nobody be bored. If somebody's saying they're bored, that means there's something they should be doing that they're not doing.
Hey, my mom always said when I told her I was bored, she was like, "You must be a boring person."
Slice.
I'm about to say,
Slice.
There's too much to do.
Shots fired.
For the Lord, I should say.
Right. Interjection or?
No, I got one line.
Right.
Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Right. Our labor is not, but our labors are in vain in the world. But the labor we do for the Lord is not in vain. Those works follow us, man, and they've been following us because we were prophesying back in the day. Because the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. we're able to prophesy again today. All right, because what did he say? Go thy way, Daniel, you shall stand in the last days. Daniel's works follow him. All right? Daniel had sealed the book that Yahushua broke the seals on, so we'd be able to prophesy in these times.
Right. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth.
Right, because the peace that the world gives you will leave you in pieces. You won't be fulfilled. Different. You won't feel no peace, huh?
It's spelled different.
Oh well.
P-E-A-C-E, that's what we want.
Yeah.
But Esau gonna take a P-I-E-C-E.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to take a piece of you. That piece that belonged to Yahushua to take you away from your peace. Yeah.
All right. It says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you, not as the world giveth, right? Give I unto you.
Right.
Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid, man, because your reward is in heaven.
Man. If you're seeking any reward on this earth, you ain't gonna get it. And testimony to myself, I had to learn that the hard way. Seeking acceptance from these people on this world, knowing I'm nothing like these people. You know, finally finding individuals that I'm alike, that we have something in common. You have nothing in common with this world. The world is going to do nothing but to try to deceive you and devour you. That's what it's set up to do. And it's disguised in so many different ways to where it's so easy to fall a victim if you don't have your mind single on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
This is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
As a roaring lion. He's not a roaring lion, though. he got a costume on.
Cowardly lion.
Right, he's a cowardly lion, man.
Hey, guys.
But he ain't got no heart. He's wicked. But he had our people. He got our people deceived. That's where the fear comes from, deception. He created a matrix inside the matrix and got people believing on a false sense of reality. And when the truth of the matter is, all this shit is going to be destroyed. So don't nothing really matter for real. Don't nothing really matter. Everything outside from the truth is vanity. Do we indulge in it sometimes? Yeah, I might go sit down and watch a basketball game knowing this shit ain't going to exist.
You said it perfectly. Being hey, you know the shit finna be destroyed, right?
Yeah, but hey, that's what I'm partying like in 1999, like a missile finna hit this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like that's the mindset you gotta be in. You gotta accept the inevitable, man. Ain't nothing gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna. And listen, what does the scripture say? Can one turn back an arrow that's shot by a mighty archer? No, you can't try to catch it and turn it around. And see what happens. You're gonna end up getting hit by that same arrow, and it's gonna go through you. You see what I'm saying? So just accept the inevitable and move according to that, because this place is gonna be destroyed. So we shouldn't want nothing else but the destruction to come.
Yeah, you can't turn back an arrow, but you can catch that motherfucker.
You catch it.
You can catch these, just like you can catch these hands.
Right. And Esau gonna catch these hands. And anybody that tries to step in the way and save him.
Yeah, he turns it back.
Oh shit.
I got a precept. I'm just going back onto that mighty archer. This is Psalm 64 and verse 7. It says, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. And it says, suddenly shall they be wounded. Right? So, hey, Yahweh is the one who's shooting the arrows, who made the arrows, and the ones who's going to get hit by the arrows. Man, we just, these heathen, man. All right? And to us by don't hearken to Yahweh by some Yahweh.
He say a bow of steel shall thrust him through.
He said he shall be wounded instantly.
When that first missile hit this place, woo.
That's right there, right now.
Right there, right now. They somewhere.
Right, yeah. God.
They over in Miami. They talking to Luke now. Hey, that was it?
Precept.
All right, go ahead.
This is Second Ezra, chapter
Shalom.
Chapter 16, verse 16. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
So knowing that, my word of the day is acceptance. It's acceptance. Accept the inevitable. And we know that's gonna happen because the Lord said so. So where should fear come in? I would be more afraid if I didn't know what was gonna happen. You know? But then he also said he shall give salvation to those that believe that's gonna happen and believe we can get deliverance from what he's about to bring.
Hey,
so
go ahead. Hey, Con, just expounding off the point that you said, hey, I would feel more if I didn't know what was going to happen, man. And that's 2/3 of our people and also these heathens. Why? That's the sense of fear. That's why they don't want to hear these scriptures. Why? Because they don't know the outcome, even though every word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, is true. They don't know that it's true, all right? So therefore, they don't want to hear it. Why? Because they feel like in order for them to believe, it has to be playing right in front of them. It has to be present at that time in that moment, man.
What did this place push? You got to see it to believe it. That's what they push. You got to see it to believe it. Most are saying you got to believe it to see it.
Flip script, ye faithless Israelites, man. You know, hey, we got scoffed for being faith-based Israelites. Ye faithless, ye unfaithful, ye faithless Israelites, man. Hey, faithless heathens, all right? You know, why? Because you have no faith. So therefore, you can't believe in the things that we sit out here and teach, man. The things that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is pushing out through our mouths, man. Faith, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. As the brother was saying, you have to see it to believe it, man. So therefore, y'all sit back and indulge in this place. Why? Because you see everything that is it. All right, and scripture tell us, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, man. So therefore, we're going to be pushing forth this truth, this word right here.
Right, that's why they attack the mind. Somebody get what is it, Jeremiah 17:5 or 17:6? Go ahead.
Well, the 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness?
Right, that's why you got to separate your mind and separate. I think your house is supposed to be deceitful of all things.
I got you.
Yeah, go ahead, speak on that real quick.
We're not supposed to be equally yoked with non-believers because they'll be tearing at your faith, you'll be tearing at them and their carnality. And
They'll gaslight you.
They
will gaslight you.
And they'll cause you to move contrary to the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Now the Lord watching you don't care about that wicked soul, he cares about you that's supposed to be repentant and moving according to his spirit. And they'll cause you to move contrary to that spirit. They're like, hey, look, we got him. He being wicked. He's out of character. And they'll try to paint you to be that person that they caused you to move into in that energy.
Like the devil would do it.
Yeah. So don't think for a minute that the angels on the right hand side the only one cheering. Guarantee the angels on the left hand side cheering for everybody to turn to wickedness. We got us, man. We got us. That's how they think about it, man.
I wish I said none of his gonna be lost.
None of his gonna be lost.
Yeah, I know who's good.
From the beginning. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 again, it's verse 20. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for, and there shall be none. And the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found.
Can you imagine that, man? All our sins. Yahweh Shai made it so we would be able to be a part of that, man. Go ahead.
For I will pardon them whom I reserve.
Oh, man. That's the elect, man. That's what we fighting for.
Pardon. It's a pardon.
For a pardon. Not from Trump.
Right.
Not from Trump. We're trying to get a pardon. Yahweh Shai is our lawyer. He's going to counsel with Yahweh. These are the ones that you wanted me to pardon. Da, da, da. He has a list. Yep. And everybody else is going to get judgment, man.
We want
The exemption from judgment, man. Oh goodness. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it out that right.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, you ain't got one? Somebody else called for a police and said they had Yeah, I did. Yeah.
It's Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things.
Right. So that's how this devil is able to rule with confusion. Because the heart is deceitful above all things. Right? hold that thought right quick.
I'm about to say, that's why when the Christian says, the Lord know my heart, you messed up. Yeah, he does, and it's deceitful above all things. That's how you know people out here don't really want to know the Lord. That's why you know people out here don't consider the Lord, because they wouldn't say the Lord knows my heart, I can do what I want. That's vain. You're not supposed to do what you want. You're supposed to do what the Lord wants you to do.
Well, yeah, that's what the Lord. That's what they're doing. They're doing what the Lord wants them to do, because the Lord He said He'll turn their minds over to their hurt and deceitful lust. And then that's just it. So, you know, you got to learn and understand what the fight is about and how to fight.
That's how He's controlling everything. He still laid that choice, life and death. You programmed to walk through that door, or you programmed to walk through the right door.
Now, if you program to walk through the right door and you find yourself in folly, He's going to purge the hell out of you as you walking through, to prepare you to walk through that door. So the choice isn't yours which door you walk through, but what you go through walking through that door, ultimately, is when those thoughts. Let's get into it. The heart is more deceitful of all things. Esau knows he can flash a whole bunch of things in your mind, right? Like with television, entertainment, and everything, right? So no, those thoughts are going to be there. But what actions are you going to take? What thoughts are you going to hold on to as faith to drive you in the path and the direction that you should be going? All right. So now, understanding this, somebody bring that Ecclesiastes 3:11 out real quick.
Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. He has made everything beautiful in His time.
Right. So now there's a lot of beautiful things on the earth, man. All right. But that beauty on the earth could get you caught up in deception. Go ahead.
Also, He has set the world in their heart so that no man can find out the work that God maketh from the beginning to the end.
Right. So no man can know the works that the Lord maketh from the beginning to the end. So He put the world in their heart. So they're gonna. So the earth is full of darkness and it's deceiving. Right. So now those are people that are going to be moving in doctrine, moving in deception. Now somebody get 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now just read it one more time.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Right, and desperately wicked. Who can know it? All right, but you better have like you can have the heart is talking about the mind. All right. Now you can have the spirit of this world in your mind, or you can have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah in your mind. All right, somebody got it?
Yep.
Yeah, precept? Yeah, go ahead.
Mark 4:11. And He said unto me, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of Yahweh. But so if He didn't give it to us, we wouldn't know.
Go ahead.
But unto them that are without, all these things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them.
Right, the Lord don't want to forgive them, so the Lord put the world in their hearts.
Right, the Lord had the world in our hearts too at birth. But he said the mystery was given to us, man. And that's how we know what the Lord is doing and what's going on.
Good. All right, somebody bring it up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 33 and verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord, but in temptation even again He will deliver him. A wise man hated not the law, but he that is a hypocrite therein is a ship in a storm. So you don't want to be that ship in a storm, you know, because you take what's the name, Jonah. When the storm came on Jonah and the Lord cast him over the sea, everybody on that ship was in fear, basically. You see what I'm saying? So you want to be in a mind state of repenting and doing what needs to be done to seek the kingdom and seek the Lord 10 times more, so you know you won't be deceived by your heart on this side, basically.
Right. So you can be like Yahweh Shah when he was in a storm on the ship. He was asleep.
Right. So it says the heart is deceitful above all things, right?
Good. Like a ship. This is Ephesians 4:14. That we hence, let me get this. Verse 13. 12. For the perfecting, 11. And He gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai.
Right.
Build up the body like health, man.
Right.
Till we all, because the head is already focused, till we all come into the unity of the faith and the knowledge of the Son of Yahweh unto the perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahweh Shai. It says, that's talking about the ship, right? Being blown about with the winds. That we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive, man.
And that's this world full of deception, man. So you're going to constantly be walking in deception if you have the world in your heart, if your mind's set on this world. All right, somebody got that 1 Corinthians 2 and 12?
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world.
All right, now we have received not the spirit of the world, right? So we don't have the world in our mind because the mind is the deceiving of all things. Who can know it? All right, go ahead.
But the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh.
That goes back to what the elder just read. Like, it was given to you to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it was not given. They was given the spirit. They were given the spirit of the world. We were given the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Why? Because so we can coincide and walk equally with the head. Right. Be as one with the head, like Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is one.
Think about it. People like Putin don't even know. Trump and them don't even know, and they're characters in the movie.
Right. Main characters in the movie.
Yeah, Putin like I think I'm the bear. Yeah, man, I had a dream about they figuring it out. You know?
But we got it figured out. It was given to us.
Yeah, because the Lord blessed us to know it so clearly that we can deceive ourselves and think that Putin and Trump and them know it too.
Right.
But they don't know. They're clueless on this earth. Waking up every day, they just led by their intentions, but that intention is the Most High steering their hearts.
Precept.
Go ahead.
This is Colossians chapter 1, verse 26. Even the mystery which have been hid from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints, to whom Yahweh would make known what is the riches of the glory of the mystery among the Gentiles, which is Hamashiach Yahweh in you, the hope of glory. And so basically what they was just the brothers was just speaking on about these mysteries that everybody don't know about. Hey, they don't know that they are part of the movie. They're main characters in the movie, all right? But hey, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua revealed to us the script, the actors, the people who playing, well, not literally the people who playing the roles, who fits this category and that category and everything much more, man. Wow. So we have the knowledge of what's going on, and 2/3 of these heathens don't, man.
Right. Even understanding the mystery of the Gentiles, what that was talking about, right? That part of it. You got people that still don't understand that.
And that's comforting.
To know that you have a full we have an unction to know all things, and it was given to us freely by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Grab that.
Back at 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 13. Well, you want to start back at 12?
Start back at 12.
Verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of Yahweh, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of Yahweh.
So we know the things that are freely given unto us of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. Someone get Ephesians 6 and 11, please. Go ahead.
Verse 13. Which things also we speak, not in the words which man's wisdom teacheth, but which the Holy Spirit teacheth, comparing spiritual things with spiritual.
Right, so we're comparing spiritual things with spiritual. All that carnal stuff, hey, y'all leave that at the door. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We battled against it, but we battled against it spiritually, man. All right? We don't, that carnal shit, they want to debate that carnal shit all day. We ain't got nothing to do with that. We compare spiritual things to spiritual. Okay, you spiritually wicked, you go over there.
I'll bring it up, but it's already passed. Because they said what? The story been told us, all the characters, even the beginning and the end of the story. Right, in Revelation. This is Psalms 90 and 9. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. All right, we spend our years as a tale that is told.
Yeah.
We the ones that were told the tale.
Mm-hmm.
The story.
Wow. And it's been told to us by Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. That's beautiful. You know, for us to have an understanding of what that, and that's true living. That's entering into eternal life, man.
All right, bro.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 13, no, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the spirit of Yahweh.
Right, the natural man is the one going according to the flesh. Right? It feels natural to do it, so they'll do it.
Yeah, they got the world in their heart.
Because they got the world in their hearts, man.
Carnal thing.
Right. So they're not able to understand certain things.
Yeah.
You know?
Their cup is full. You can't pour no wine in that full cup.
Right. You gotta pour that old wine out.
Right.
Go ahead.
But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him.
Right, like your boy, what's his name? You just did a lesson on.
Anton Daniel.
Anton Daniel. Yeah. People like that, man. Carnal, world. You know?
Who was that?
He was doing a lesson.
Yeah,
just a scoffer.
Oh.
Yeah, carnal, man.
Yeah. People gonna realize that carnal shit ain't gonna weigh up to measure up to the Spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. He's destroying everything. He's making foolish the wisdom of he's making foolish the wisdom of this world. You know? All right, go ahead. All the way to the end.
Verse 14, but the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned.
You have to have the Holy Spirit to be able to understand the things that are freely given unto us from the Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Like, cause we give it to people, but if they don't have the Holy Spirit to have the spirit of discernment, they ain't gonna get it. No matter how many times you try to teach it to them, they ain't gonna get it. Go ahead.
But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judge of no man.
Judge of no man.
For who
we're walking in the Spirit, not in the flesh.
Right, we're not looking to ultimately be judged by our parents, be judged by our family members, to be judged by Esau, but we're looking to be judged by Yahweh someday. For someday, for him to say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So if man judges, you know, they'll try to condemn us now, you know, for things we did in our past, for us, you know, for our skin complexion, for us, they call us terrorists, they call us hate speech, right? But we're looking to be judged, sometimes the way our women look at us, you know, in the world, but we're looking to be judged by Yahweh. That's why we're judged of no man.
For who hath known the mind of the Lord that he might instruct him? But we have the mind of Hamashiach.
Right, we have the mind of Yahweh Hamashiach. So why? So what does that mean? We're able to be instructed of him, right? Because we're walking in the same mindset as him, right? And that's what does that do? That protects us from the world. Just like he had to have that mindset to protect him, because don't think it wasn't a struggle for him to be perfect on this earth. It was a struggle. That's why he came down a little low in the angel in the flesh, to endure the affliction the suffering that we have to go through. And he is a light. He is a testimony. He is an example on how to live righteously here on this earth.
Hebrews 4:15. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities.
Right. He understands the feelings of our infirmities.
But was in all points tempted, like as we are, yet without sin.
Yet without sin, bruh. That's the key point. Yet without tempted is just as much as we are, but yet without sin. He ain't fall for the folly. He ain't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. You know? He kept through all the suffering, he kept it real, because guess what? There's so much at stake. It's so much at stake. So he knew he had to stay in the spirit, man. He knew he couldn't deal with the flesh at all. So the flesh is going to devour us if you try to partake and deal with the flesh. Don't try to correct the flesh. But the flesh is going to try to do what it do. Always just move in the spirit. And let the spirit guide you, man. All right, somebody got that Ephesians 6?
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right, so all this stuff that's going to come, the devil coming down having great wrath, because you know he has but a short time. So it's all kind of deceptive measures going to come on this earth trying to deceive many, to lead them down to the path of destruction. That's why we got to make sure we all suited up. It's a war going on out here, man. You know? Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers.
Okay, so it's not even right. It's spirits on the left hand side causing individuals to move carnally according to the flesh. Man, this shit's spiritual all the way around. Don't think that it ain't. This is spiritual all the way around, bro. Go ahead.
But against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
All right, so we're in the world of darkness, the rulers of the darkness of this world. Those are the ones that put in this deception out here, trying to get everybody to fall victim to it. Those are the ones that are trying to confuse people to live according to the flesh and not according to the spirit. Go ahead.
Against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right.
Wherefore, take unto you the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day,
right.
And having done all to stand.
The evil day ain't even got here yet. It ain't even got here yet, man. We ain't got time to be playing.
I'm about to say, what Jake say? Put on the armor now, so you stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
Right. Stay ready, you ain't got to get, the armor should already be on, man. Don't ever take it off. Because you make yourself vulnerable. You don't want to be vulnerable to this place.
I played football for like 1 year when I was a kid, and something my coach said, never take your helmet off when you're on the field. And when he see us in practice, like doing stuff, and we take our helmet off, he'll just come up and hit us in the chest. He tells us, never take your helmet off when you're on the field, because you never know what's going to happen on the field.
Right. And we always on the field.
Always on the field.
We're always in the middle of battle, man. We sleep battling. Go ahead.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue, God one.
Right, and that's the Lord building up all these troops, right, to bring judgment on this place, man, to bring judgment on these nations. All right, and that's going to lead into the total destruction of this place, America, man.
1 Peter 1 and 13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind. Be sober and hope to the end. Hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua.
Right.
Gird up your mind.
Right. Being a prisoner of hope, man. Yeah. Girding up your mind, keeping your mind solid, keeping your mind focused, keeping your eyes single. All right, gotcha. All right, keeping your eyes single so there's no room for any deception to come in. As long as you keep your mind on Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Right. All right. That was Ephesians.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Meaning that's how we need to lace that's what we need to lace our feet up with. Meaning that's what's going to direct our path. The gospel of peace. The peace that was bestowed unto us, given unto us by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua, man. Keep going.
Verse 16. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked.
Right, so that shield of faith is what's also going to protect you, man. Even though you have all the covering, you have to still have your weaponry. You have to have your shield, you have to have your helmet, you have to have your sword. You know, keep going.
If you have on armor and you have a sword but no shield, some stuff might be able to, glance off of you, but if there's like a powerful hit, you're not going to be able to withstand that. You're still going to get knocked down. But if you have a shield and you plant yourself, then you'll be able to take on a heavy blow and just kind of like bounce it back.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God.
All right, so now not only you defending, but you cutting. Now you have weapons for defense and weapons for offense, because the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand that they're the children of Israel. The father's name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahushua. America's about to be destroyed. You see Russia setting up on the coast in the Caribbean, gonna send nuclear missiles this way, man. So how are you gonna get out of that? You gotta understand, what is the road to salvation? To understand the father's name is Yahweh, which means he exists, his son's name is Yahushua, that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the children of Israel. All right, we are the Most High's chosen people. You ain't gonna find this information in these churches. What else is to come? They got a new monetary system, a new form of money. They're about to collapse the American dollar. That new form of money is gonna be a sihib. Revelation 13 and 16. Here it go right here. This is what they're trying to put in everybody, man. That's gonna be the new form of money. They're gonna force people to get it. They're gonna tell you ain't gonna be able to buy nothing. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. You ain't gonna be just like how they did in 2020. They said unless if you don't do that, then you can't do nothing else.
Go ahead.
Psalm 105, verse 3. Glory ye in his holy name.
Good.
Let the heart of them rejoice that seek Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, we glory in his holy name. That's set apart name. That's the name that was established. That's the name that was given unto Moses when he said, let my people go. All right? That was fun.
Yeah. Revelations 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
That hour of temptation is the MOTB. This right here. This is what they're going to force on everybody. And say you cannot live a normal life unless you do this. The same thing they did in 2020. You want to go back to normalcy? Well, let us do something to you.
Yeah, now they got that whole bird flu, swine flu.
Yeah, now they got that coming on.
Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Yeah, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Well, it's going to get crazy out here. Better find you a man of the Lord quick.
Hear my voice. So they need to hear the men of the Lord.
Right.
They don't even need to find. You can find a man, but you need to repent first. Turn to the Most High first. You know. Hear my voice. So the way you do that is by hearing the men of the Lord. Ye careless daughters. See, they're careless. They can just walk off, frolic along.
Right.
Careless.
Right, and easily distracted because the slim one, tall one, the younger one, she opened up her scripture. She trying to read and listen. The other one whispered in the ear and pulled her away. See how people devour each other, man. That was her devouring her spirit. She didn't want her spirit to get fed. That's how wicked our people are. Right, easily influenced.
Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Right, they haven't seen that trouble yet, man. Matter of fact, they got so much pride. They are troubled, but they just they don't see it. They don't see it.
For the vintage shall fail, and the gathering shall not come.
And so they ain't gonna be able to gather this damn park no more. They ain't gonna be able to do none of that.
Yeah, the gathering and the vintage shall fail, meaning everything that they're invested in and waiting for. Like their college degrees, 401k. You know, most of the women got jobs nowadays. Women's lib. So now everything that they're hoping for, that where they can get away from a man, the Lord said, "Oh, that's gonna fail. You're gonna be right back looking at a man in his face or at his toes."
Right. So he shall make a man more precious than fine gold.
Right. Depending on what type of man she get, you say, look down. Verse 11. YouTube, like, I'm gonna delete your page, Chuck. I'm getting feisty today, huh?
It's funny, ain't it?
It's funny, yeah. Verse 11. Tremble, ye women. So they should be trembling. The Lord said we should be in fear, but the Lord telling them they should tremble. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. They ain't trembling when they walk by because they don't see it yet. That means they don't believe it. If they saw it, then they would believe it. See, us, we believe without seeing it. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins. And that's what the Lord going to do. The Lord going to strip them and make them bare. All the stuff they're going to buy, the rich stuff, the Balenciaga,
the Birkin bags,
all that's going to fail, man.
Just like how America's being stripped.
Yep.
Just how the daughter of Babylon. It's like the daughter of Babylon is being stripped bare and naked and being exposed. So are these women going to have the same thing.
Yeah, they all getting record labels, record deals, I mean. All of them rapping now, they just doing the same dance and shit.
Yeah.
They all got the same voice. Sound like, you don't do shit to me. Who wants to sleep with a woman like that?
No. Oh, thank you, baby.
What's her name? Glorilla?
Yeah, Glorilla. All right. Yeah,
Ephesians.
Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto.
The helmet of salvation. Your mindset should be thinking on salvation the whole time, man. Like, what does the helmet do? Protect your head. Or your mind should be thinking of salvation all the time. Right. Right. Go ahead.
Praying always with all power, with all prayer.
All prayer, praying always. Not sometimes, not when you get in trouble, not when you feel afflicted. Praying always, man. Go ahead.
With all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints.
That's what I watch. I will stand upon my watch. We ought to always stand upon our watch, man. We have a responsibility, a duty, man. We're looking at the other souls just as well as our own soul, man. Go ahead.
Verse 19, and for me, that utterance may be given unto me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel.
Open our mouth boldly to make known the mysteries of the gospel, man. Those same mysteries that were revealed unto us, we got to open our mouth boldly. But not within that, we got to make sure our actions are clean doing so. We don't want to have any stains on our garment when we're opening our mouth boldly, because guess what? That's what the people are going to judge us according to.
That's why the scriptures say, study to show thyself approved.
Good.
A workman that should not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Good.
So when you speak, you won't have that shame on you.
You won't have that shame on you.
Or hypocrisy. But yeah, man. Yep.
Good. So knowing that this place is going to be destroyed, that's the mindset that we should be in, man. All the way to the end.
Oh yeah, because they said pray always that you may speak.
Good.
That's the prayer that I pray.
Good.
All the time. I ask the Lord to allow me to speak.
Good. That's beautiful. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah,
Put this in my prayer repertoire. And then we feed off each other with that, though.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful part about it. You know, we influence each other, you know, and we protect each other, and then we bear each other's burdens, and we, you know what I'm saying? So, but we all do that in the name of the Lord, man. We judge the spirit by the spirit and make sure it's the spirit of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh that we're dealing with. All right? Any more precepts? No?
Shit, I got one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Just going back on about how we're supposed to be watching. This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 6. It says, therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
Right, because we're not the children of the night. We're the children of the day. Even though it's nighttime in this place, we're the children we're waiting for the sun to rise. All right, go ahead.
It says, for they that sleep.
As the day star rises in our hearts, we're looking for the day star to pierce the horizon on this place. We're listening for that battle cry to come out the sky. Go ahead.
For they that sleep, sleep in the night.
Right.
And they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
Right. They that be drunken are drunken in the night.
But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith. So just going back to the point, just putting on that armor of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? Putting on the whole full armor for Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. So that we can withstand the wiles of the devil, which is the tricks. You know what I'm saying? But it says, but let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation.
Right. That sounds just like Ephesians, man.
I was about to say.
That was it?
It says, for Yahweh have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation. But our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who died for us, that whether we walk or sleep, it says that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him.
Right. Whether we wake or sleep, live together with him. Start at verse 1.
Right, so even being in this flesh, walking upon this earth, the Lord gave a way for us to be one with him, man. To be one with him in the spirit, you know? Or whether we would die, if we died, we still be respected in him.
God.
Righteous souls are in the hands of the Lord. So to be alive or to die, we want to be in the good graces of the Most High. We don't want to frustrate the grace of the Lord. His Lord being what? His Father's name is Yahweh, and his Son named Yahushua. They lied to us and told us his name was Jesus. They told us that his name was Christ. Jesus means Hail Zeus. That's what it means. It means Zeus. Go and talk to somebody in Spanish, right, my brother? How do you say it in Spanish?
Jesus.
Jesus. So they praising Zeus and don't even know it. So us, we've been blessed to know the Father's true name, Yahweh, and his Son Yahushua. Go ahead, brother.
All right, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
Right, because as long as you keep your mind focused on prophecy and what's going on the earth, ain't no reason to have to, you know what I'm saying, let you know it's about to come. It's about to, we can see it happening. All right, because why we're woke, we're not asleep. Go ahead.
It says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Right. Liars. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't lose what you're. That day is coming.
Go ahead.
Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven.
And what's going to be that oven? America's going to be that oven. Due to thermonuclear warfare, this place is going to be destroyed, man. Why do you think Russia lining up on the coast in the Caribbean with nuclear submarines and nuclear warships? Because they got a beef with America. China's about to take over Taiwan, a direct ally of the United States. So the United States is going to be pulled into that war, just like they're pulled into the war with Ukraine and pulled into the war going over there in Israel and Gaza.
Right.
It's set up for the destruction of America.
Right. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
So it don't matter if the proud believe it or not, it's going to happen. All right? All that do wickedly shall be stubble. They're going to be burnt up right along with this place being burnt up. Go ahead.
Yeah. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
So ain't not going to make it out of here, man.
I mean, them in their household.
Come on.
But unto you that fear my name, his name is important. His name is Yahushua. That's the Son's name. The Father's name is Yahweh. Unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings and his chariots. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Right, so and that's what we look forward to. We look for those healings, those new bodies, so we'll never sin and transgress against the Lord again. And that's the reason why we're in this position. That's the reason why we went into slavery. The Lord made us go through slavery. All right, because why? We turned our backs on him and started dwelling in sin. There's 613 laws in the Bible, man. And our people don't try to abide by now one of them.
Romans 10 and 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
Right, and you got to know to understand the name. You go up to verse 1, Romans
10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to Yahweh for Israel is that they might be saved.
Now you know, Jake, us Negroes got the spirit of we want to worship something. We always want to worship something. That's why we fill out these church houses. You know, that's why half of our people are Muslim. They follow after anything that makes them feel comfortable with worship. We're the only people that try to give a tribute to God when we win awards and things like that. You'll never hear none of these other nations talking like that. But the thing about it is because that spirit was put into us. But a lot of our people are living in the spirit of deception. They don't understand that they're worshiping the Most High in the wrong way. All right? Go ahead.
Romans 9 and 26. Or 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel. Though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, only a remnant will be saved.
Only a remnant of Israel is going to be saved. Of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. 2/3 of our people are going to still be following in the footsteps of transgression. And their path is going to lead them straight to destruction. So the best thing to do is hear the voice of the Lord speaking through his men, letting you know what's to come. Let them know the terror he's about to bring on the earth. And letting you know how to escape the judgment that's coming to this place. Go ahead.
Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. 2/3
of our people are going to die in this place, man. Because they chose not to turn back to the Lord. They chose they chose not to listen to what the Lord had to, the message that the Lord had to give to them. This ain't our message.
But
But
the third shall be left therein.
Right. The third's going to be left therein to be purified, right? And get delivered.
I will bring the third part through the fire.
Just like he brought, y'all know about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, the ones that were in the fire, and the Lord pulled them out of the fire. All right, but this fire going to be even harder that the Lord's going to pull us through. Those that are able to gain salvation. Right?
Yeah, he's pulling us through the furnace now.
Go ahead.
The furnace of adversity. I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
Right.
They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power.
So those remnant are going to believe in the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai to lead them all the way to salvation. That's just it. That's the only way out. Ain't no 401k gonna help us. Ain't no Black Lives Matter gonna help us. Ain't no generational wealth gonna help us. Cause the way they play with the money, with the interest rate, the dollar ain't gonna be worth nothing. So all the money that you're saving in the bank, you're saving debt. China is the biggest debt holder of American debt. America owes China so much money, they talking about giving their dollars back. Giving the dollars back to America. What are we gonna do with them? You have a question?
Yeah. Hi. Can I ask what religion you guys follow?
It's a covenant that was given from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob. It's called Hebrew Israelite, but it's more like a covenant versus a religion. It could be considered a religion.
I got a precept.
Yeah, bring it out.
We can still explain it though, but just to help you out. Romans 9 and 4. Verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from the Messiah, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh.
Right. So Paul was praying about the Israelites that were in Rome. Right?
Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
Right. Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, meaning we were sent away from the Lord, now we get adopted back, not the whole world, and the glory, meaning the kingdom, and the covenants, the first covenant and the second covenant. That's the only thing that was given, no religion. Well, you can treat the Lord religiously, you know what I mean, meaning strict, deal with them strict. And the giving of the law was given to the Israelites, and the service of the Most High, going in and out before the altar. And the promises, man, the promises that were given to Abraham are given to us. That's it. Never said religion. No, religion wasn't in there.
Oh no, okay, that's fine. That's cool. So.
Good. Any more precepts, bro?
I think that was very confusing. No, it's okay.
You said that was confusing?
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. It's just
that's because it's milk. Because look, can you feed meat to a baby?
I mean, no, but I don't think.
You understand? So a baby wouldn't understand it. So you're a baby.
Because I'm young. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, not young. You're a babe in the truth. You just don't know that yet.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So.
But
yeah.
I think.
So that's why it's too much for you to understand, just for right now.
No, I don't think so. I think it's.
Of course you don't. Go ahead. We got no.
But wait, I'm confused. Wait, can I finish my question?
What's your question?
I was asking what you guys believe in. So general standpoint.
Straight to the point. We believe in the covenant that was given to Abraham, passed on to Isaac, unto Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel. And he had 12 sons who were the 12 tribes of Israel, to who that promise was given to. The promise was the kingdom, and for us to have our own land, to be back where we came from. We're not Africans. We're here to teach our people, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, which are the.
I think you're telling me. I think you're telling me what you guys are and what you guys follow.
That's it.
But no, I just want to
1 Peter 2:1.
Wait, you're spitting.
We deal with the word. We don't speak out of our heart.
Okay.
Wherefore, laying aside all malice and guile and hypocrisies and envies and all evil speaking, as newborn babes, desire the sincere. See, they don't want to hear. Yeah, we're trying to answer the question with the Bible. That's why we out here. As newborn babes, desire the sincere milk of the word, that you may grow thereby. That's what we're trying to say.
Right. So, in simple words, if you're talking to a baby, how would you explain that to a child? Can you explain that to me?
Basically, the way I was explaining it to you.
It's not that I don't like it. It's How would you explain this to a child like that? Just because, just like you said, it can't take root.
Well, we're
Well,
not
one
talking
thing,
to
a
a
child probably wouldn't interrupt as I was trying to explain.
I mean, but if I'm confused, I'm confused. I just wanted to know.
Right, so maybe when I get to the end point that you will have full understanding. All right? So now, what I'm trying to tell you, there was a covenant given. Right? The first covenant was with the law. With Moses.
Okay, first covenant. What's the second covenant?
The second covenant was us having laws in our inward part. We haven't entered into the second covenant. The second covenant made us.
Okay, I'm understanding now. Okay.
So the second covenant was made established by the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, the one they ignorantly called JC. Right? Right. Which was a false name that goes back to Zeus. It means hail to the devil. Right? So now, with that covenant being in place, who was it for? It was for the children of Israel, only.
Okay.
Right? So that's just the milk part of it. That's just it.
Okay.
Right? And we're teaching our people how to get salvation in a place where it was set to be destroyed. And there's no way out unless we turn back to our power. Not turning to this guy who they lied to us about.
Right, the white Jesus.
Right. Who our people they'll still worship, even though the Bible describes them as looking like us.
Exactly.
Right. So now, with that name is attached to that image. You have to let that name go also.
Right. Okay, question. I got a question. Can I ask a question?
Can I interject with a precept real quick?
Yeah, back to what I was saying.
Oh, so I'm not allowed to ask questions?
Yeah, you're allowed to ask questions.
But in order. But you just answered. You asked a question, you answered it. Scripture, ask a question, answer it.
But I don't understand it, so I'm trying to get to a point where I don't
controlling that. I just want to read the scripture real quick. Ecclesiasticus 1, all right, the prologue. It says, for the same things uttered in Hebrew, you change it from the Hebrew, and translate it into another tongue, Jesus, have not the same force in